Where you at?
Just start. Remember, it was from the beginning.
Oh,
Okay.
I gotta take all the mud back
You
off
do
the
that.
plate.
Okay. Grandpa just did a whole video and for some reason it stopped. So he is redoing stuff. Anyway, this mud is this is a little bit too thin. So just letting you know, because he already explained that. So you want it to be just a little bit thicker than this. Just a tiny, because if not, see how it just
Okay,
slides off.
she see how I take it.
Yes.
Okay. All right, baby.
Here's him floating it. You
Okay,
know how
after
to tape it.
listen, after it's been taped, you let the tape dry. That way it sucks up. Remember, always use the check your tape. Your tape will bend like this here. It will flex. That's natural. What you want to do is use this bend part up against the wall. And you'll also use it for angles. I'll show you that. But after you've taped it, you use your 12-inch knife.
Okay. Oh,
You get a little mud, just like that. Okay. And you just press a little bit like that. Just flow it out a little bit.
and wipe your edges. Did you see how he wiped the edges?
Getting the mud the right consistency is really important. You don't want it too thin or too heavy. Okay, once you get it on there like that, you can wipe it a couple times, not hard. Wipe that. Then what you want to do is your butts. You just bring it down to it like that. Run it on like both sides, two way, right in the middle, on both sides.
Okay, this is the butt, and this is
the long ones, the joints, like I explained. Just pull like that. And then what you do, bend your knife. Your knife will flex. The one against it, you just bend it, not much, because if you let me talk. If you bend it too much, I'll show you what happens. See all the mud I wiped off? Get close. See, if you bend it too much, you wipe all that. You don't want to flex it in that much. What you want to do is just barely bend your knife a little bit. Just flex it a little bit. Is what you want to do. Just to cut the edge, like that there.
See how you can see like
How it's
right
rippling
through the
in.
edge?
See how it ripples it in? See, that's what you want to do, just like that. And what you can do if you want to, just kind of flow it a little bit like that, but always do the joint. You do the joint, flow it out like this here.
Really easy.
Okay, and then if you got an edge, just kind of go back and cut that edge, and then your joint here, see that there? That's okay. What you do now is you just kind of go over the same way, just kind of hold that one edge and let it flow in, just like that, and see this right here? Take your knife, no push, no pressure, just let it kind of flow like that. This is fine.
See the ripples, Bree? That's okay.
Because you sand those, you don't sand to the tape. And then once it dries, this dries, and after you sand it, what you want to do after you sand it is take your knife, and you'll put it right in the middle, I'll say right here, and if it rocks back and forth, don't put no more mud on the middle, put it out a little wider. Flow it a little wider is what you do. Same way with your joint, your long joint here. Put it on there, and if it rocks, you can see on different areas. If one side is when you set it there, you can see daylight real bad underneath it. If you can, that's the side you want to float the most. Float it. You can float that thing as wide as you want, but always smooth it out. That's all you do. And once that dries, like I said, you just go back and sand it, and or you could even sponge it, but sanding leaves a lot of dust. So
we usually used a sponge, a wet sponge.
Okay, and that's on your joints and butts. That's all there is on that. Doing that there. Okay, your tape. Here's your tape. If you see right in the middle here, see that little crease there? That crease is made to face out. What you do, like if you're taking where two walls come together, you put mud on both sides. Make sure there's no light spots. No, what you do is take your tape, you just flex that tape like it's here, like that there.
Make sure you get that mud right in the corners.
And put this in the angle. Take your finger, make sure it's in the angle good, and then you just wipe one side with your knife. You'll take your 6-inch knife, just like it's here, and you'll wipe one side, and then you wipe the other side, but not real hard. Just wipe it, and that's all you do. And coating it's the same way. You get your mud on your 6-inch knife the same way as a 12, and you'll just do one side at a time. You know, and make sure the mud's off the other side. If you get any mud on the other side, just cut it away. You know, just you can take it. Just don't hold your knife like this against it, again, because then it'll take mud off the other side. Just kind of hold it out like this against the, like right here. If that's the angle, you don't want to hold it like that. Because see how it will take it off this side? What you do is kind of hold it like that there.
There you go.
And that's all there is to it. And like I said, an 8 is usually used for metal and things like that.
And then you have your 8, and then you have your. Now when I did it, because my hands are smaller than Grandpa's and not as strong, I used a smaller knife than what he's using right there.
But you want to use a big one because it gets it nice and clean.
Yeah.
I'm taking the mud back off, baby.
But see how it's dripping? How when he pulls that and it just drips off? That's why he said it's a little bit too thin.
Yeah. Now this would be okay for taping, because then you could wipe it easy and wouldn't get a blister. The thicker the mud is,
Show the blister
when you're taping, the thicker the mud is when you're taping, the easier it is to get a blister, because then you got to press hard.
And if there's a blister, she didn't.
No biggie.
If there's a blister, it'll end up right here. When it dries, it'll blister up.
And what you do, best way when you find out if it's good is when you get it, just kind of move it. Fine. If you wipe it too much, see that's too dry. See that's too dry, you'll get a blister under it. If you do, once you coat it, you'll see a bubble. Just take and pull the tape. You don't have to retape the whole thing. Just put a little mud under it. Wipe it like that. That's all you do.
And there you go.
And you're all set.
Awesome sauce. Anything else, Dad? And if you have any more questions, let us know and we'll
I'll show
do
you
another
what
video.
to do.